What's up guys, if your combat looks good but feels weak like this, it's not your animations, it's your feedback. So in the next 10 minutes, I will show you 5 simple tweaks that you can implement to improve your combat. And you can copy all of this inside Unreal Engine 5. We are not rebuilding your combat system, we are stacking micro feedbacks to take your combat into the next level. So let's get started. So right now I have a very simple Unreal project where I placed an enemy AI that goes and plays a punch animation at the player. But as you can see right now, this feels really weak because there's not a sense of getting hit or anything similar. So it looks good, it looks decent, but it doesn't feel as it should. So the first tweak that I'm gonna go ahead and implement is going to be audio. You know, when you add sounds, you take things into the next level in literally just a couple of seconds. So what I did was import 2 simple sounds. A whoosh that we will play when the enemy takes the punch, and a punch hit so that we can play this on the impact and when we actually deal damage, which sounds amazing. So first of all, let's go ahead and implement the whoosh so that we have some like air movement whenever the enemy is punching. So for this, I'm gonna go ahead and open up my attack montage, and this is literally the animation that we play when we attack, which is just a simple punch. And right over here, I'm gonna find whenever I want to play this whoosh animation. The whoosh is like air moving, right? So we wanna put this around when we are starting to throw the punch. And then right over here in the notify section, we can right click, add a notify, and play a sound. And we're gonna go ahead and play a sound in this specific frame of the animation. And this means that I can now just, you know, search for my whoosh. And if I press play, it looks insane. Maybe just a bit before. Perfect. And let's do the exact same thing with the punch hit. So let's see, right over here, we want to add maybe the punch hit. So let me add a new track so we can overlap this sound. Right click, add a new notify, play sound, and this will be the punch, which is right over here. And if I play this right now, it is amazing. Let me just put this a bit before. You know, you might need to adjust this. And if we press play, this is 10 times better, as you can see. We literally improved this so much, so fast. But you see, there's an extra step that we can implement to take this from an indie game to a AAA game. And this is making sure that each sound plays differently so that it will not feel repetitive, because right now we're playing the same sound file again and again and again. But you see, we can randomly change the pitch to make it sound unique. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a meta sound, and a meta sound allows me to edit sounds, as simple as that. And what I can do is simply play the original sound, which is gonna be the whoosh, but I'm gonna get the pitch and randomly change this number. And I'm gonna take the minimum to be like, you know, -2 and maximum 2. Obviously, it has to be very subtle. And if you didn't know, basically if you change the pitch of the sound kind of changes a bit. So if we randomly change this pitch every time that we play the sound, it will look like if it's a unique audio file, if that makes sense. So if I now press play, you see, it's like slightly different every time. And that's exactly what we want, keeping it in a small range so that there's not a big difference. It's just a little subtle thing. And I'm gonna do exactly the same thing with the punch hit. Way better. And now, as you can see, this is 25 times better. So good. Alright, so we added the first tweak to improve our combat, but we are just getting started. Let's now go with the second tweak that will take things into the extreme level. So right over here, I have this damage, which is literally just some particles that appear. Let me show you guys this. Literally just like a little pop of particles. And this could be anything that you like, you know, in this case, it's like a hit effect right here. So what we can do is, again, find a frame in our animation where we want to add this kind of punch. And of course, this will be right at the same time that we play the punch animation, because that will be in the impact. So that's kind of here, right? So I'm gonna right click, add a notify, and this will be a montage notify. And this means now in the enemy blueprint, I can simply go to where I play the montage and add on the notify begin the particles. There we go, perfect. So now I just spawn a system at a location. A system in Unreal Engine is a Niagara effect, and Niagara is the particle system. So we test this out. As you can see, we spawn some particles at the hit. Now I could toggle a bit the scaling of this. I could play around with making it just a bit smaller. Okay, so now we have really good sounds and a good particle effect. So there we go, we added the next tweak, and as you can see, it was super simple. So now let's move into the next piece of feedback that we can implement really easily, which is gonna be camera shake. And you see, when you shake the screen, you transfer the user into the experience because you feel like you're inside of the game as your POV is shaking. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and implement right now when you get hit. So let me go ahead and create a new blueprint, and this will be of type camera shake. And yes, in Unreal Engine it's very easy to add camera shake. You can just basically create a camera shake base. So let me just add a purlin, which is just a quick shake, and I'm gonna go to rotation and go to the pitch right here, and let me just put maybe 3 of amplitude. This is how much it rotates. Perfect. And then for the duration, it's gonna be 0.2 seconds because you see the punch is a very quick thing, so it has to be very quick. Now obviously on the notify, when we spawn the sound, I also need to play the camera shake. And now, as you can see, we have a small camera shake. We can improve it a bit more if we go back and increase it. As you can see, way better. We have more of a camera shake, and you could be just adjusting the camera shake for ages, so you kind of need to set on something because we could be improving this for ages. Alright, so far we added audio, we also added a particle effect when you hit, and on top of that, camera shake to feel the impact. So what's next? Literally a knockback force. So we will literally push the player backwards as the enemy punches, and this is by far one of my favorite ones. It really improves the combat effect. So on the enemy, once again, when we open the notify and we do all the hit effects, let's go and launch the character forward. Obviously this character will not be the enemy itself, it will be the player. So I'm gonna just right click and get the player character, and this will be the character that we launch. And in what direction? Well, obviously in the direction that the enemy is facing. So what I can do is just get the rotation, get the forward vector, so we know the direction that the enemy is looking at, and then apply a force. And on top of that, let me apply another force, but upwards, because you see, if we only push the player in one direction horizontally, he will basically not nearly move because there's friction with the ground. But if we elevate him slightly with just 100 force upwards, we will actually have an arc effect, and this will just result in the player is just going a bit up and it looks nicer. Let me override X, Y, and Z because we need to override the velocity. And now, as you can see, the player kinda hits, but it's not too much. You see, we need to even increase this effect. So let me do 500 and 250. And as you can see now, we get insane feedback. It's the player is actually getting hit. And guys, by far, this is one of my favorites. It's just insane. It improved it so much. And you see, we could stop right here and the combat could be really improved. But there's one last thing that I want to teach you guys. You see, let's take a look right now at the enemy. As you can see, when he punches, he moves his feet, but he doesn't move. He's glued, right? It doesn't look very good. So what we can do is add root motion into the punch animation so that when he actually punches and moves his legs, he will also go with the movement, and it will look 25 times better. And this is what it will look, the movement feel like a triple A game. So basically just find your montage, find the animation that is below it, and open this up. And if you scroll down, you will see that you can enable root motion and disable force root lock. And this will make sure that the character actually moves with the animation. And he takes a step forward when he punches, So that's what it will look good. Now I want to clarify that this will not be available for every animation that you use, because it really depends if the creator of the animation, added root motion or not. So you might not have it for your specific animation depending on where you got it from, or even if you made it yourself. So for example, if you used Mixamo, you need to do a certain configuration in Blender before importing it into Unreal Engine to add root motion. But you see, I actually used the brand new templates animations that already includes, root motion. So you can also use that when you create a new third-person template and use the specific template of combat, and that's it. Okay, so now we press play. You can see that he kind of goes forward and also deals the attack. But at the same time, we need to increase the distance that he's moving on, because now there's not really a push, right? He's getting too close. So I'm gonna go ahead and increase this to like 800. Maybe that's too much. I'm gonna see. There we go. Way better, as you can see. I love this, man. And now your combat feels better because you added the right layers, not because you worked harder. You see, most people get stuck in Unreal because they learn from random tutorials that they find and try to stack them together to make their dream game. And they never end up building a real system that ends up being a game. So if you want the exact method that I used to learn Unreal and be able to make any game that I want, make sure to check out this video right here, which is also linked down in the description. And now, yes, with that said, bye bye.